Your star player wants to leave, you've offers on the table too good to refuse, or your board has simply just intervened and accepted an offer for your club's star player. How will you replace them? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered with this quick little tutorial. Here, we've got our star ball-playing defender, Pedro Alvaro. 31 years young, my director of football has accepted an offer of 4.5 million up to 6 million with add-ons for him. I don't want him to leave. He's a solid player for us, but 6 million I feel's too good to turn down considering he goes 32 in a couple of months. His contract is up next year, so we're looking at a 33-year-old player whose value is probably only going to say decline from here onwards. So yeah, so we're going to look at finding a player that's going to be his successor. So the first step before the player packs up his bags and leaves, we want to use the statistical data we've collected on the player. So grab yourself a pen and paper and we're going to take notes of this data here and we're going to use this data to help find our next Pedro. So now we're going over to scouting and into the player search, and using the notes we've made we're going to input this into our search criteria here. As you can see, I've already done it, and this is going to help us find someone either better, similar or close enough to Pedro. Not everything we've taken notes on can be added in these searches. How we add them is we're going to add condition here. You're either looking in the stats chartboard or the stats general for some of the stats there. Some of the numbers don't let you be as precise, like tackling, for example. We can be pretty precise with that, but like interceptions, we're stuck on whole numbers here, but don't get too caught up on it. We'll enter a rough number here just to get a bit of a feel. You may need to play around with the numbers just to bring some players to your attention, and again, have a bit of a tolerance with your numbers. For example, a team's playing style might not always reflect your team's playing style. So what I mean by that is my team here, we play possession style football, short passing, low tempo. So our passing numbers are generally quite high, and as Pedro's was around 95% pass completion. So I think I've taken 10% off here. Oh no, 5%. Oh no, 10%. I've taken 10% off here to try and find someone similar. But like I say, if a team's playing direct football, then those numbers are going to drop off a little bit. But don't worry too much about that. So we've got these numbers input in here, and then here we are. We've got 42 players to look at here who are potential successors. Now, a lot of these players here aren't good enough, but a few of them are, and how I will find these players, I will talk you through. So, basically, as you can see, I'm managing CSKA Moscow here, and our reputation is 3.5 stars. We're playing in the Russian Premier League, which is 3.5 stars. So using these stars is going to help us find players in similar leagues, similar reputation clubs that should hopefully come in and do a job for us. I'll find you a good example here. We've got Wojtek Johanna. He's a 21-year-old 6'1" centre back for Sparta Prague. So if you click Sparta Prague, we can see that they are also a 3.5 star reputation team, and their league is 3 stars. So it's close enough of a match there to say that he could come in and do a job for us. And I'll try to find you a bad example. And here we have a bad example, Dominik Ivic. So he's playing in the third division of the Romania League. This team here, they're only a 1.5-star reputation, and this league is a 1-star reputation team. So as you can see there, his stats might be good, but they're not good enough. He's not playing in a good enough league for us. So we'll be eliminating them from the search, and we'll be looking at players in similar reputation leagues at similar reputation clubs. So I've got a couple here that I've already added here. I've added them to a short list, which will help me keep tabs on scout reports, um, get your analysis to do reports on them, and a good little tip here is to also ask the agents about availability.